Hey guys, Jake from Evolving Daily, and today we're going to talk about NDs versus ADs, which is apparently an internet thing now. Alright, so another drunken rambling, so if I wander off, I apologize, but here lately, anytime you start talking about different methods of carry or different ways of doing this or that, people are always talking about ADs instead of NDs. ADs, accidental discharges, NDs, negligent discharges. Barring very, very crazy circumstances, there is not an AD, an accidental discharge. An accident implies, or maybe even be the definition, I don't know. I'm not that read up on the dictionary. But an accident, no one's at fault, or you can't find who's at fault, or whatever. Or at least that's how it sounds or seems to me. And negligent discharge, an ND, gross negligence, pretty much caused the discharge. Well, I guess it wouldn't have to be gross. But anyhow, everybody starts talking about ADs now. And I'm willing to bet the people who talk about ADs, people who've had them, but people talk this, they say, oh, that could lead to an AD, and that holster, or that way you're carrying, and everybody wants to talk about carrying appendix. Yes, these lead to a blue gun, or in my case, an orange gun. Say, oh man, aren't you worried about ADs or whatever? You're going to shoot your dick off or whatever stupid bullshit that's floating around. If you have a quality holster, that covers the trigger guard and is made out of some kind of robust material, which today is Kydex is pretty hard to argue. If nothing can get into the trigger, then where's this negligent discharge while you're just walking around every day? Now, there are some shitty holsters out there. Absolutely, there are some shitty holsters that don't cover the trigger guard or partially cover, where they leave a little gap about that big. But, and I haven't read every story, seen every data point. Most negligent discharges, okay, ADs are not a thing. There's not an accidental discharge. Something hit the fucking trigger. Unless it's an absolute shit gun and something crazy happened. But other than that, it's a negligent discharge. If it's in a shit holster, you bought a shit holster. You were negligent in the product, or you buying a shit holster led to the ND. You were the one who was negligent. But most of them that I've seen or heard or read about were guys either unloading and showing clear, stupid fucking horseshit that still exists, or guys reholstering too fast, or not paying attention, or they didn't clear their holster first, or they had some little piece of clothing that was hanging and dangling down into it. But most of the ones that I've seen, not seen physically, but read or whatever, it's some dude out doing drills on the range trying to be super Johnny Badass and see what time he can get, and smashes that thing down in and either hooks his finger or something like that, or like the whatever Tex whatever old boy trying to make his quick fast shot from retention, and when he clears he gets down into the volume button. And guys, these happen. Everybody gets lazy from time to time. It could happen to me tomorrow, but a quality holster will make it so that no matter where you're carrying, appendix 4 o'clock, fucking go Miami Vice on that shit and put one underneath your armpit. A quality holster is going to almost completely get rid of negligent discharges while you're carrying a quality holster, other than an absolute shit gun. Completely dissolves it. And just any kind of training from a competent instructor, even if it's a 4-hour, just how to pull your gun out and put it back in. Hell, an hour. a good quality real instructor and you're done, because you're not going to be doing all this other bullshit. But anyhow, beer leads to rambling. Rambling leads to a long video that nobody wants to watch. Anyhow, quality holster, a little bit of training. Don't put your goddamn finger on it when you're taking it out or putting it back in. And problem solved. ADs are not a goddamn thing. There's not an accidental discharge other than some firearm malfunction that no one could have predicted. Negligent discharges exist. There's probably somebody having one right now because they watched some bullshit on the internet and want to see how fast they could get their retention shot draw time bullshit nonsense. Guys, thanks for watching. Probably going to have a few more of these and ramble a little bit more and see if we can piss off all the interwebs. I do appreciate you watching, and remember, you need to be prepared to thrive while others survive.